Kevin and I are going to be trying 3 items that were sent to us from Morgan and Chris. Thank you very, very much. They sent us a box, a themed box. It was a pumpkin spice themed box. So since there were random items in the box, I just put these things together, which are very random. This is Sprouts Farmers Market Organic Kale Chips in Pumpkin Spice, which I'm terrified of.
Kale chips.
And these are Trader Joe's Pumpkin Spice Caramel Corn.
And I had Trader Joe's Pumpkin-O's. They're cereal.
Cereal, and we're gonna try those first.
Yep.
The cereal.
It's toasted whole grain cereal with brown rice, oats, and pumpkin. Low fat, vegan, gluten free, 20 grams of whole grains. 1 cup of cereal, just the cereal is 110 calories. So I don't know what else you might want to know, but that's the pertinent information.
One of my favorite cereals is a Trader Joe's cereal, and we reviewed it a long time ago, and I wish I could remember the name of it. I haven't bought it in so long.
It was like clusters.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's clusters, and it's a blue box, and it has like a vanilla flavor. It's really, really good. But the reason that I don't buy it is because it is so dangerous, because I like to eat it just raw, just without the milk. Absolutely. It has slivers of almonds in it, and it's just delicious. Now these are bigger than what I was expecting, because I'm used to Cheerios.
They're crunchy.
And I'm used to smaller circles.
The flavor's not bad. It's spicy, like a pumpkin spice should be, like a cinnamony flavor. Don't taste pumpkin really, but I get the spice.
I get the spice. I think it's good. It's sweet.
It's very crunchy.
You could eat that on its own with nothing else with it. I actually really like that.
It's kind of what I was afraid would happen. Some of the flavor goes away. Although, it's still there. It's just not strong. It's not bad.
I like it.
For me, I don't, it's weird, but the texture at the beginning is really good and crunchy. After you've kind of chewed it for a little while, it gets kind of this pasty, grainy feel.
Now see, it didn't at all to me.
I don't know.
I mean, I believe you, but it just didn't happen to me.
It's good. I think I'd say crunchy for a little while.
I like it. Now, we are not going to do a blind taste test between the Cheerios and these.
No, the texture's so different.
It's completely different. You couldn't do it blind. But I know someone's gonna ask me which one we would prefer. I think I like the cereal a lot. I mean, that's good cereal. I have nothing wrong with eating that entire box. But the pumpkin spice is so light that I really don't think it's a good representation of pumpkin spice. I think if you want that, you want to get the Cheerios.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the Cheerios was really, really good. A good representation of pumpkin spice, or pumpkin. This, it's
very, very light.
It's very light, yeah. But it's excellent cereal.
I don't like the crunch of these better.
I love the crunch of it. Love the
because
texture.
Cheerios are always kind of squishy.
I like how that it's sweet enough to where you don't need any milk at all, and you can eat it by itself.
Actually tasted better without the milk on them.
These are Trader Joe's Pumpkin Spice Caramel Corn with roasted pumpkin seeds and walnuts. This is gluten-free. Do you want to use the scissors? Yeah. Half a cup or 28 grams is 130 calories. Kind of in a clump.
Yeah, don't need all that.
That's awesome.
The popcorn's good and tender.
It says, it starts with a base of buttery caramel corn made from a 5th generation family recipe and batch cooked in copper kettles. Pumpkin powder and warm cinnamon, ginger, clove, and nutmeg, which are all pumpkin spice, are blended into the caramel corn mixture. Then the whole thing is finished off with a generous with generous amounts of roasted pumpkin seeds and walnuts for gratifying crunch. One bite, or more accurately, multiple handfuls, will elicit that fall feeling reminiscent of crisp days and homecoming games. No raking of leaves required.
That is really good. Although I think it's more caramel corn than anything.
Yeah,
I get a hint of the spice, but not much. I mean, it's not very strong.
Did you get any walnut?
Yeah, I got a little bit of everything stuck on. If I had to complain about anything, it's that the spice, the pumpkin spice that they're mentioning that they have in there is almost non-existent. I mean, you get it kind of towards the end, but
I would never know there was pumpkin spice in there.
until the very end, no, I'm looking for it at the end. I'm thinking, what is there anything? Okay, there may be a little cinnamon there. I mean, and honestly, the pumpkin seeds themselves, or the seeds, are they pumpkin seeds? Yeah. The pumpkin seeds, I couldn't really taste them either, but it tastes like a really good caramel corn.
The texture is unbeatable. That caramel corn, that is awesome.
Because the popcorn's good and soft, and it's not holly, it's a good tender popcorn.
Yeah, I absolutely love that texture. A good quality caramel corn. But as far as being pumpkin spice, you don't really get it.
Yeah, wins on caramel corn, loses at pumpkin spice.
So both of the Trader Joe's items
were light to non-existent.
Yeah, really, that's I think they're just getting in on the pumpkin spice bandwagon because they know people will buy it, and you all did. Well, thank you though. We will eat them both because they're both terrific. They're just not really
Pumpkin
too
spicy.
heavy on that. Yeah.
Now this one should be interesting.
Listen, I've never had kale. And Kevin's had kale, but when I asked him when he had kale, he said he's had it in those frozen meals. Well, it's cooked in those frozen meals. This is crispy. This literally looks like in the fall something you would find under a tree.
Looks like potpourri.
It looks terrible. I'm not looking forward to eating this.
It won't be as bad as seaweed.
Well, I hope not. Nothing's
Because that seaweed
as
was fishy and salty. This won't be that way.
This is made in Phoenix, Arizona. I wonder if Morgan and Chris even realize that because they're living in Arizona now. Half a package is 140 calories. There are 2 servings in the bag. It's certified gluten-free. They'll give you 100% money back guarantee. They don't know who's trying. They think people that like kale are trying this. There's a freshness packet in there.
Keep the moisture out.
I'm just scared. You do it.
I don't even know how you eat it.
I don't either. Do you eat it as a snack like this out of the package?
Just grab it and eat it.
It looks wrong. I'm going to be honest. It just looks like I'm getting ready to eat
Not
something.
bad.
It's not bad?
It reminds you of a squishy seed of some kind. Or very, you don't like it?
I like the texture.
You do?
I do like the texture.
It has a little bit of a spice flavor to it, but not a lot. It's more of a green flavor.
There's a green, yeah, it tastes green.
Not something I would buy.
Ever.
But if you like kale chips, if you eat this kind of stuff, you'd probably enjoy
We
these.
need to get
Andrew, try my, he would
and
care, he would eat
Christina.
it.
I'd like to see Christina. Because she likes stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Christina will probably be the one that'll end up eating these. I'm gonna be honest. It's just, I just feel like I've stuck something, like Kevin has mowed the yard and found something and said, here.
It doesn't taste that green. It does have a little bit of green flavor, but I mean, like a fresh vegetable flavor, but it's not that bad.
I think it's horrible.
Although, I do have to be honest, it really doesn't have any pumpkin spice in it.
No, I didn't taste any pumpkin spice at all.
No. So anyway.
I have to get that flavor out of my
I enjoyed the caramel corn better than any of it. And then I have to go to the cereal, and then the far in last would be the kale chips.
Yeah, you can't compare anything.
No.
But you know we're gonna like the junk food the best.
Well, they have the most sweet and most flavor.
It does. It really does. It's excellent caramel corn.
I'm curious if the milk, if the cereal's been sitting for a while, I'm curious if there's any, if it's
Well,
still
you know
crunchy
it's
at all.
soggy. It's not soggy?
It's still got some crunch to it.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Yep.
Does it taste any more like pumpkin spice?
The flavors are a little stronger.
They are?
Now it's just sitting out. Not a lot, but a little bit. It tastes more like it did when you had it for just dry.
But that still wasn't very pumpkin
It's still not
spicy.
very strong.
No.
It had a little bit of cinnamon flavor, that's about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Morgan and Chris. If you all eat these, you have to leave me a comment. And I don't mean just Morgan and Chris.
Anybody.
Anybody that eats these organic raw
Just kale chips.
raw kale chips. Why?
Healthier for
No, no, I'm sure they're good for you, and I'm sure if you eat them all the time, you're used to that green flavor. I don't mind the texture at all. It's literally that green flavor. So, yeah, didn't like that at all. So, thank you very much for sending us all these to try, and to everyone else, thanks for watching.